Hi guys, so we didn't have more than a quick look at this yesterday. So what I'm going to do is show you a couple of things I've got from Superdrug today, just normal toiletries that I got because I didn't go to the shop. And I'm going to show you this journal. We're just going to have a proper look at it. I will start at the front, but most of it, the best bit is at the back, I think anyway. So in fact, there's a lot going off at the back. So we'll do front to back first quickly and then back to front. And I'm going to show you this lovely thing because although, yeah, it's just Revolution Anti-Aging Primer because the other one I got was so small, the BB one from Maybelline. I absolutely love it. But I'm always on the lookout for an anti-aging moisturising primer. And yes, I do just use normal retinol products, as you know, and anti-aging products. So I can't imagine it's any different to like mixing that in. Oh, it's got ceramides in, if you want focus. You know, any different to like sort of using it and mixing it in or using it underneath and putting it over the top. But whatever, I'm going to show you. I'm going to try it. That and the conditioner because it's been ages since I've bought conditioner and I get through tons. So let's get in with this anyway. I love the way this is so glossy. So first of all, we have got all of this. Now, they haven't all got numbers, but where they've got numbers, websites and things like that, and where they've actually got sort of any way of contact like web chat, it says, even emails, they have added them in. Yes, I've put my name. I've just habit. That's something I learned decades ago. Just put my name in and I just thought I'd have my age. I don't know why. Maybe I just want people to know what year I was when I filled it in. But these are all great techniques. Now, the counter sessions that I've mentioned I've had, they sort of teach me techniques, or at least one of the techniques that my counsellor has taught me is for like relaxation, but this seems to be a little bit more in depth and it's something different. Like she taught me something good and I'll show you guys at another time because it helps me, so maybe it helped you guys. But look, I like that. I like the fact it shows you these. I think they could have more techniques in this book. I don't want to fill it in really, so I've only put a few things in. I don't want to show you too much personal stuff, but you can see what it's got there. And then by the time you get like, yeah, like what triggers anxiety. Like I don't tend to get anxiety. Yeah, I get anxious. Everybody gets a little bit nervous, used to call it, or anxious about something or other. That's normal. And maybe I just have like the normal anxiousness. Let me just pause this for a minute. About that, my Alexas are going off. I don't get any peace, do I? But yeah, so look, you see, I think the idea is to not play into bad feelings, to try and find a way around them and move on forward, which is the only way we can live our lives, really. If we succumb to negativity, where do we end up? Nowhere good. Most of the journal looks like this after going to the front bit. So look, I'll just quickly show you. Whoops, a daisy. And what we'll do is we'll go to the back. So we are at the back. Like even my big journal, most places have, you know, most sort of little booklets like this, or big ones. Most diaries tend to have notes in the back and journals and stuff. And yes, my bigger one, as I was just about to say, the one I got from Amazon, has a few of these. There are quite a few. Go on for quite a while. You might as well start back to front like I suggested. I mean, they're all the sort of notes, if it'll focus, all of these here. But, you know, I find them good for writing extra things down. You could even just use it as like a personal diary or write your feelings down, whatever you want to. It's just suggestions. That's what they are. But I like this stop technique. So look, S for stop, obviously T for take a breath, O for observe, and obviously P for proceed with wisdom. So you've got like all these sort of things here it tells you, and you've got like these, which I think there are some things they should have every day, which they only have one on or one of, or at least those things they could have every week. But anyway, with this, going back to this, I think it's a little bit faint. It's hard to see it, but it's still there. I can still tell it's less faint than it is on here. I don't know. It's just like quite a few of them. Like sometimes I think there is enough space to write. Like the thought log, they could at least do that every day, every other day, or every week. Maybe that'd be better. And there's enough space to write, but sometimes I think there isn't. You know, but that doesn't matter because there's enough space to write something. That's enough for me. Like with the journal, it's like an essay and homework. It's too much. There's too much space. So I'm glad this isn't like my journal. I love my journal I've got. It's a decent one, but I might look to get more things like this in future because I could do without having essays and homework. I don't always want to do that. But anyway, this page is obviously, as you can see, mental and physical symptoms. They usually go hand in hand, but not always. Usually when you've got physical symptoms, particularly if they have been around for a while and they stop you from doing what you used to do, and it's a grieving process as well. Believe me, it is a grieving process, letting go. If they change your life and do change your life daily, it's a grieving process, letting go of what you had daily in the past before you had these symptoms, according to what you've had you know, after developing the symptoms, and then you have a complete different life. But they don't have to go hand in hand, guys. You know what I mean? I like the fact you can write something from Monday to Sunday. Let's go to the next page. Like, here you go. I mean, there's a lot going off in the back, so my mouth's getting a bit dry. I've just heard my disgusting 20-year-old just burp. It's disgusting. He's like a bullfrog. I call him bullfrog. So it says, like, the fact that, you know, and obviously you've got little dots there for, like, the carrying on the conversation, little full stops, and the reflections. Like I said, I didn't want to write much in, and you can see I've written some in the front, but it'd be too personal. And I've got to think about these. I've got to think about what I want to put in here. So these seem quite good, like all of this. Like, I like this. You've got, like, months. So, like I said, some of these things I really wish they had more of. Like, it would have been nice, I think, a suggestion would be if they had, like, a lot more relaxation techniques or other techniques. You know, like the anxiety ones they have at the beginning of the book, if they have them throughout. So, yeah, I don't want you to, like, see everything. Yeah, I'll just put an exclamation mark there. But, you know, it's like things I've learned this month, how to be a better person. Like, it tries to end on a good note. I like that. Monthly planner. Managing anxiety. What is stressing me out? You can see, obviously, all of these. Yep. There we go. Goal setting. See, this is most of what my other journal is about. A lot of it, it's not mental health, but it is about positivity. And although I do prefer the way this one's set out, you know, it's just an idea. Like I said, go to my previous videos if you want to find out more about the other one. But I love the fact there isn't too much. I really prefer this one, actually. I don't know, because the things I prefer about the other one, but I prefer the layout of this one, the way, you know, you have, like, fighting fear and things. But it is for mental health, whereas the other one isn't. The other one is about goals and turn your life around for the better. It's a journey. So, you know, I actually really like the one for that. They are very different, but, you know, the sheet I've just shown you with the goals in is also very similar. So there we go. It's back to this again. That's what you get. Anyway, going to go, guys. Actually, I'm not going to go permanently. I'm just going to... So, here we go. Let's try this out, guys. I've already mentioned it, so I don't think we need to go into it. I don't know if I can show you the ingredients. Let's see if I can show you on here. I don't think there are any nut oils in. Let me have a look. It's down there. It's not focusing. My phone is focused. I do recognise, obviously, there are going to be silicones in there. There's, like, vitamin E, retinol's right at the bottom. Lots of, like, acids and things. And I think there might be olive oil, ceramides. They're all at the bottom. So all the really good stuff. But I only really got it for the primer. You know, I didn't... Yep, you can see all the silicones. Absolutely tons. So this will probably be really good. Let's hope it is. Okay. Let's pause it and let's get... So, guys... Goodness me, this close-up makes my hands look worse, and it makes them look a lot lighter, so you can see, like, I've just squished that out. It's actually a bit thinner than the BB Maybelline one I bought last week, but it feels good. It feels good. I'm going to rub some on my face. But yeah, let me sort of pause it. So I've just tried it on my face. I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you this time, because whenever I show you these sorts of things, like, you know, primers on my face or creams or anything like that, oils... I'm going to admit, guys, it's just my phone tries to perfect my face anyway, or there's usually some... Well, even if there's not a filter on it, tries to perfect it a little bit. So it certainly doesn't show any of these details up. It tries to bleach things out. So, you know, you wouldn't be able to see it. You wouldn't be able to see it. But I would say this is not any better than any other. It feels the same as, like, a Rimmel one. The Rimmel, well, matte one. It's clear, as you could see. Even if it's not clear, whatever, it just feels like a normal one. It doesn't feel any better, but I don't know if it'd actually be that anti-aging. Probably a little bit more than if it hasn't got the retinol, ceramides in, or the other ingredients. I would say they help a little bit, but they're so little. You're probably getting, like, they're right at the bottom, so you're probably getting, like, that amount. So really, I would say just stick with a better one. Just go for one that's, I mean, it's not the cheapest at $8.99. I can't remember if I got it lower in price. But I'm pretty sure it's $8.99. And to be honest, guys, I wouldn't say that it's better than some that I've spent like $5-6.99. I know it's only a couple of pounds. I don't think it's brilliant. I think it's okay. I think it feels silky. That's one thing I like. It feels silky. And it's probably not mattifying. It doesn't say mattifying. But I wouldn't say that it's particularly going to be that anti-aging at all. I think it's just a gimmick to, you know, sort of sound alluring. But I would just